Save changes? Weapons and shields grant bonuses that stack with bonuses from other item types.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Resolve. Resolve reflects a character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity they can project to others. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. In combat, might. Might represents a character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. During interactions, it can be useful for intimidating displays and acts of brute force. In combat, it contributes to both damage and healing as well as the fortitude defense. Dexterity. Dexterity is an abstraction of a character's hand-eye coordination, balance, and overall grace. In interactions, it can be used for sleight of hand and fast reactions. In combat, it affects the character's action speed with all attacks, spells, and abilities and contributes to the reflex defense. Perception. Perception represents a character's senses, as well as their instinctive ability to pick up on details. In interactions, it can be used to catch someone in a lie, to make an observant comment about their appearance, or to notice something happening in the background. In combat, it contributes to accuracy. Intellect. Intellect represents a character's logic and reasoning capabilities. In interactions, it can be useful for deduction, sudden realizations, and problem solving. In combat, it contributes to the will defense and influences durations and areas of effect for all abilities and talents. The godlike are children of the Kith, civilized races, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms, and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. Orlons are the smallest of the Kith races, though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Also notable for their large ears, two-toned skin, and hirsute bodies, Orlons are commonly found in Air Glanfath, the examinable planes, and parts of the Durwood. They are known for their mental intensity and sharp senses.
I'll lead the way. Charge!
Keeping an eye out.
Watch and learn.
Not a sound.
Yeah. I'll lead the way. Death to our enemies.
Nothing will slip past me.
New quest, the Gilded Veil. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Veil's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards, unless you don't drink water, course, which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here. They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one. Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build 'em, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch 'em like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear. Got different names for 'em. Settlers called 'em Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous out here? Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
What kind of weather do they get out here?
What kind of weather do they get out here?
What kind of weather do they get out here? What kind of weather do they get out here?
What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to.
What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
I'll go see about those berries, then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some spring berries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man.
Request.
Let's get
A
going before you
moment's
keel
respite.
over.
Your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside the Glanthathan ruins, Odma has assigned Kaliska to help you. Kaliska is a fighter, a class that excels at close quarters defense. Use her abilities to complement your own. To select a party member,
Ready when you are.
click on their selection circle, their portrait, or press the number button that corresponds to their position in the party, starting with 1 at the left. To select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen and drag the marquee over the circles of the party members you'd like to include. To move selected characters, click anywhere on the screen where your cursor is a circle of 4 wedges. All selected characters will path to their corresponding position in the formation. If you see a red circle with a slash through it, you cannot walk on that part of the map. Save changes?
I'll go on ahead.
Scouting mode is used both for stealth and for finding hidden objects, like traps and secret containers. While scouting, your character selection circles will start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Once the circle fills yellow, the character is suspicious and will move to investigate while the circle fills red. If the circle becomes fully red, your characters will be discovered. A character Left alt is already bound to toggle scouting. Unbind it. Save changes.
Stay quiet.
Left alt is already bound to highlight interactables. Unbind it. Left alt is already bound. Save changes.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Most people you encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. Many characters will simply greet you and go on their way, but others will have larger conversations to explore. The merchant, Hedon, has a conversation that opens a store with equipment. Grants Gon's pledge 2 per red.
I'll have this open in no time.
Lockpicks required. 1/party
As
lockpicks.
promised.
1. Do you want to pick the lock? These tall, glass screen pillars appear as if they have sprouted from the earth. The flickering fire sets shadows dancing within. Save changes.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what you've got.
Move how many lockpick?
Something else you need? I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
With an outlook like that, I'm sure you'll do well.
We'll see, I suppose. I'm just trying to do right by my family.
You now have 1 rank in a disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity. But if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favored by their deity and order, respectively. For the main character, only, their dispositions will modify the effects of holy radiance.
Tell me about the Adir Empire.
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Ceres and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire, a fact our companions are quick to remind me of. Because it seemed friendlier than Raid Ceres? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
He shrugs.
Durwood is a former Adar colony, so it seemed like a good place to start. And as much as I admire the Riatsran's work ethic, they've always struck me as a little fanatical.
That's high mi-
A blush rises from under.
I'd better go.
Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity. As you make your way through the Eastern Reach, open the area map to see what parts of the map you've already been to and what's left to explore. Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity. As you make your way through the Eastern Reach, open the area map to see what parts of the map you've already been. The fallen tree doesn't budge. Sap oozes from the jagged wound in its trunk.
Not looking forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
I'll go on ahead.
Stay quiet.
Nothing will slip past me.
The corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing.
I'll go on ahead. I'll go on ahead.
Save changes?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
This path winds through a narrow canyon,
Let's check by those
back the way you came. Grooves in the road mark the passage of hundreds of caravans.
Yeah?
Pillars of Eternity combat uses a pausable real-time system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game. When a party member takes damage, they will start to lose endurance and health. Their portrait will begin to fill with a red overlay, and the health bar to the left of their portrait will slowly start to decrease. When the portrait fills entirely red, the character will be knocked out. Potions and spells can be used to restore endurance to keep characters in the fight, but health can only be restored by resting.
Just say the word. Death to our enemies! Huh!
What you need?
Ready when you are. You better run! Just say the word. You better run!
What you need?
Just say the word. Death to our enemies! Yeah? Not a problem. Quick and quiet.
This is it.
Odma says you're a working man.
Hard work at that. I was a That's right. Made my living as a builder. Of a sort. I was a cook. That isn't your hard work at that. That's right.
Yeah? How is it you happened to come here? That's a damnable run of luck. Maybe the new setting will turn things around for you.
Kaliska breathes in her surroundings.
Been a long time since I've been this way. Lord Redrick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle, like the rest of the lot? No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way.
I'm going to find some new friends.
That may not be a bad idea. Surviving out here, sometimes it's less about what you know and more about who. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odmal give me an earful. Let's be on our way.
Kaliska sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet.
My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried. But that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out. And that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages, been doing guide work in Examital. But I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me. So I'm here and we'll see. Odma I've worked with before. He doesn't usually. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders, too. We started in Durwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rawatai and another in Eder. My sister in Gilded Vale, she's the only real homebody.
What can you tell me about Durwood?
I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Eder Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years, now. But somehow it's getting worse.
With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds,
I'll have to ask my sister more about it. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on. Let's get you your water.
Quest updated. A moment's respite.
Quick and quiet.
Shh. Nothing will slip past me.
Best hum reputations. Best hum reputations. None. Party reputations. None. Elapsed time. 1. Best hum reputations.
Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kaliska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the treeline. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly, as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfle, are you all right?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
Quest updated. A moment's respite.
Yeah?
You're mine.
Hmm? What you need?
Just say the word.
Don't count me out yet.
Just say the word.
You're mine.
Just say the word.
Back to camp. Stay quiet. What you need?
Just say the word.
You're
Yeah?
You're
What you need?
Death.
Ready when you are.
You're
Yeah?
You're mine.
Just say the word.
Death.
Ready when you are.
Death.
Ready when you are.
You.
What you need?
Ready when you are.
You're.
What you need?
Just say the word.
Death.
Yeah?
You. Ready when you are. You're...
All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth, as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Hedon, the last of your caravan left standing.
Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose.
Why have you done this? I don't know what they did. Murder. I don't know what they did. We have not trespassed. We merely wish to pass through.
You have trespassed in places of which no mortal man is worthy. You are trespassers and plunderers all, and we will see this outrage avenged. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them, they mean to kill us all.
Your courage is a mask. None of you has yet slain a true warrior. Only a fool attacks a weak enemy, while a stronger one yet lives.
The man's brow creases, questioning.
We have killed many. Trespassers, like you.
The man bares his teeth. He looks at Hedon, helpless, his eyes shut tightly for the killing blow. The man spits.
We'll see whose courage is a mask.
He shoves Hedon toward you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Hedon's torso. Hedon screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high.
Ready when you are. Death to our enemies!
How can I help?
Yeah? You're... Ready when you are. You're...
What you need?
Ready when you are. You better.
How can I help? How can I help?
Just say the word. Death!
What you need?
You're
Ouch. When a party member is reduced to 0 endurance, they are knocked out. This means they are out of the fight. But as long as your side is
What you need?
victorious, they will regenerate their endurance when combat ends. Even though endurance regenerates after combat, health does not. Keep an eye on the bar to the left of a character's portrait to prevent them from becoming maimed or killed.
Ready when you are. You're. Yeah? You. Ready when you are. Death!
Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the...
Forgive us.
Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them.
Good. Good. The gods are just.
A queer smile crosses his face.
I am ready.
The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, appending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowel, Odma's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step. You set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Theoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Theoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Theoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. Without a weapon in your hands, you can do little to help him from where you stand. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Theoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Theoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Theoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling movement. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Theoden. Quest completed. A moment's respite. New quest. The ruins of Silent Lease.
Just say the word.
Addendum added. The Gilded Veil. A lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there?
Kaliska shakes her head.
What happened out there?
Kaliska shakes her head.
Windstorm. Of a kind they only get in Erglanfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glanfathan word is biowak. To them it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours?
Who attacked us? Who attacked?
Glanfathans. Those be the hut dwellers Odma warned you about. Look to be Fangs of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin, looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odma. I think he half expected this, once we lost the main road.
The Glanfathans said we trespassed in the ruins.
I don't believe that. Odma would never allow it. But as much as the Fangs are hotheads, Glanfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or
She glances down the passage beyond.
there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now.
What about everyone else in our caravan?
Kaliska's lips press together, and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint.
The wheels got hold of them now.
She looks up.
Gods grant them better luck in their next lives.
You don't seem too upset. You don't seem too upset about all this.
Kaliska looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice.
Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse, too. Seen worse and kept on walking, 'cause there's nothing else to be done. And 'cause there's other people you care about who still need you.
Let's get going.
Theoden takes a step forward and his knee buckles, and before anyone can catch him, he stumbles to the ground, his cheek striking the time-worn cobbles. On unsteady legs, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky, like a sailor walking on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
You've discovered some camping supplies. You can use these to rest in the wilderness or dungeons, fully restoring all of your character's abilities and health. Easy difficulty allows you carry more camping supplies, but hard restricts them severely. If you fully run out of camping supplies, try to find an inn. Most have cheap rooms available.
I hate to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfathens were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either got to find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
We've got to take the risk and let him rest. We need all three of us at full strength. Kaliska is right. We have to press on. We don't know what we're up against.
I'll do my best.
Addendum added. The ruins of Silent Lease. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zorib. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs.
Raise your arms and stand still.
The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around.
It's okay. I won't hurt you.
The Zorib recoils, fingers. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft. The creature sniffs around you and the Zorib watches.
I'll be quiet.
Ready when you are. Ready when you are. You better run!
How can I help? Yeah!
Not a problem. Yeah? You're mine!
What you need?
you scored a crit. A crit is a better result than a hit, and they are more likely to occur when the attack's accuracy is higher than the target's defense. Attacks that do damage will do more damage on crit. Attacks that inflict status effects or afflictions will have increased duration on a crit. Grazes are worse than hits, and suffer decreased damage and effect durations.
Yeah? Yeah? Nothing will slip
Wait.
past me.
Do you hear that?
This small folio is torn in several places, and blood is soaked into several of the sheets.
I'll go on ahead. Hmm? Yeah? You're mine!
What you need?
How can I help?
Hmm?
I might be able to break through here, if I were feeling better.
A crack runs along. Despite the damage, you push with all your might, and the crack begins to spread. Finally, you feel the ancient masonry give way. The wall crashes down, revealing a circular room ahead.
Look at the
Addendum
tiles.
added.
What
The
are those
ruins of
symbols?
Silent Lease.
Be quiet. Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind. quiet. I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
Ready when you are. Death to our enemies! Yeah? You better run!
Be quiet. Like there's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
You better run!
How can I help?
Ready when you are. You're mine!
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
How can I help? How can I help?
Not a problem.
Roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there. Shh.
A 3. A symbol of a patterned circle is inscribed on this pillar.
Nothing will slip past me.
How can I help?
Ready when you are. You're mine.
What you need?
Ready when you are. You better run! Yeah? Death to our enemies! Just say the word. Death to our enemies! Not a problem.
What's that muck on the wall?
Viscous and a viscous slick of something dark, and
Use your water skin to clear off the ooze.
you rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way.
I'll be quiet.
Yeah? Yeah? Ready when you are. Death to our enemies! Ready when you are. You're mine!
What you need?
Not a problem.
Damage reduction. Damage reduction. None. Theoden stretches as he wakes.
By the gods, that's better. She really did leave us. She won't, damn her. She took all our water.
Not a problem.
They'll never know I'm here. They'll never know I'm here.
Oh. When a character's health bar begins flashing red, it's a sign that they may soon be maimed or killed. Rest at
never know
hand
I'm
or
here.
use camping supplies to fully restore health.
Ready when you are. You're mine. Not a problem. Yeah!
How can I help? How can I help?
Ready when you are.
Bats as large as chickens are strung in the web. Bats as large as chickens
Not a
are
problem.
strung in the web. Oh. When a character's health bar begins flashing red, it's a sign that they may soon be maimed or killed. Rest at an inn or use camping supplies to fully restore health.
Yeah? Not a problem.
What you need?
Ready when you are. Ready when you are. Yeah? Not a problem.
for figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet, and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions. Questions that must be answered or were. At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You awaken to find your malaise is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Hedon and Kaliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. New quest, Visions and Whispers. Quest completed. The Ruins of Silent Lys.
Quick and quiet. Quick and quiet. Quick and quiet.
Quick and quiet.
This massive structure is formed of stone, adra, and copper, and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with an unusual energy. It will take you 6 hours to complete your journey from Silentlease to Valewood. Quest updated. The Gilded Veil.
Quick and quiet. Nothing will slip past me. I'll go on ahead.
Damage reduction.
Quick and quiet. Death to our... Death... Yeah? Death... Yeah? Your move!
After leveling a character up, you may want to review their statistics. Open their character sheet to see their
Quick and
attributes,
quiet.
skills. The young dwarf tending to the stew looks up, startled, as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground.
What?
The bandit turns.
Get him, you dogs. And make sure our new cook don't run off. Help! Please, help Math.
One of...
Ready when you are.
You better run!
Just say the word. Not a problem. Nothing will slip past me.
Death to our enemies!
Not a problem.
The grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned.
Ready when you are. You're mine! You better run! You're mine! Ready when you are. You're mine! You better run! Ready when you are. Death to our enemies! Ready when you are.
A figure drifts suspended, and you the vision.
Up.
New task. Vengeance from the grave.
Not a problem.
Nothing will slip past me.
Northwest to Gyron's Grasp. South to Gilded Vale.
How do you do?
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach.
You look to be a long way from home. Meaning no.
He wipes his brow, turning to face you.
Our caravan was...
Hard luck, and I'm sorry to hear it. You should be fine from here. But you'll want to keep clear of this place after that. We were just attacked, north of here. Me and a friend of mine came up on a bear, instead. Great, monstrous thing. In any case, this...
Who are you?
Name's Nantun. In any case, we didn't see it coming. The beasts in a cave, away.
It will take you 8 hours to complete your journey from Valewood to Gilded Vale. Addendum added, the Gilded Vale.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
The only answer you hear is the buzz.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child? An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here. Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understand our rules.
He blinks.
I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Durwood for almost 15 years now.
He lowers his voice to a whisper.
Children born without souls.
He shakes his head.
Pitiful, dumb things that breathe barely but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods.
He raises his empty hands.
In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Wadeone's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. Lord Redric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart.
He nods.
Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins.
He regards you.
Maybe so.
He regards you carefully.
You'll want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on Ingwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous.
He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve.
Goodbye.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
You come to us.
What do you mean?
You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Berath must be redoubled.
He sets a steady gaze on you.
I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest the inn or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards.
What happened?
Addendum added, visions and whispers. Quest completed. The Gilded Vale.
What if it's not the baby? Maybe Kalsk managed to. Feels like we've been seeing more bandits along the roads of late.
Scattered between the roots are bracelets of twine and bead, wilting flowers, and notes half erased by the rains.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe.
My condolences.
He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. The man smiles broadly. Scattered between the roots are bracelets of twine and bead, wilting flowers, and notes half erased by the rains. Beneath the vines are crude carvings of a sun rising over 3 stars. As you near, you
Reach out.
You see a pennant waving tall and sluggish in the wind. A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces.
Greetings!
Ha! Thought you were some never mind. Whoever you are, you've traveled a long way to reach a dark place. This temple isn't what it used to be. Probably for the best. Times being as they are.
He groans and shifts position, wincing.
What happened to you?
I was trying to avoid the spiders.
He breathes a quiet laugh.
Ran into a scalder. Might have gone a little better for me if the beast hadn't knocked the sword right out of my hand. It's not a bad wound, I think. Just hurts. That's kind of you. But there's no need. It wasn't doing me any good. You're welcome to it, though, if you find it.
The man points a finger upwards.
These ruins around us? Until the war. Once the legacy started, Lord Redrick decided he'd been too lenient on the Eothasians. He had his people go in and put them to the sword. Left them down. After that, Redrick ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that, but until then, the temple is as you see it. Unguarded. That's where you come in.
Warden licks his lips.
If you can get down there, find their remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial.
Warden breathes out.
No small task. There's coin.
Wait, you want me to bring?
I'd bury them where they are if I could. I know it's a little.
I have some questions.
Yes?
Who are you?
Warden offers you a weak grin.
Name's Wharton. I've lived in Gilded Vale long enough to remember how
Won't Lord.
I wouldn't go telling him about it. Lingering. Well, I tried.
Any.
Warden looks around.
I have no more questions.
Warden nods. Warden laughs bleakly.
IIT's a good cause, though, isn't it? It's about respect, isn't it? Then by those I'll wait.
New quest, buried secrets.
Quick and quiet. Death to our enemies! You better run! Poison? Ugh. You better run! You better run! Nothing will slip past me.
Ready when you are.
Yeah? Oh, not feeling my best here. Death to our enemies. Poison? Ugh, that's fighting dirty. Yeah? Death to our enemies! Oh, not feeling my best here. When you are. Death to our enemies!
Ready when you are.
You better run!
Yeah. Ready when you are.
You're mine! Yeah? You better run! This won't hold me for long. Not feeling my best here.
You have died.
Not a problem.
Ready when you are. Ready when you are. Ready when you are.
Just say the word. You better run! Just say the word. You better run! Oh, not feeling my best here. Just say the word. You're mine. Nothing will slip past me. Ready when you are. Ready when you are. Just say the word. Yeah? You're mine. Just say the word. You better run!
Quest
say the
failed.
word.
Buried secrets.
Not a problem. Ready when you are. Just say the word. Ready when you are. Just say the word. Death to our enemies! Ready when you are. Death to our enemies! Ready? You better run! Ready when you are. Not a problem.
You have earned a reputation. Reputations can be held with communities or factions in the Eastern Reach and will affect how members of that group respond to you. In some cases, friends or enemies of those groups will also react to your affiliations. Helping a group will increase your positive reputation with that group. Harming a group will increase your negative reputation. It is possible to have a mix of positive and negative reputation with a group.
I'll go on ahead. You're mine! You better run!
These collapsed stones are... Vermin have scoured
I'll
these
go on
places,
ahead.
though mold still grows in green-black clumps across the table. Addendum added. Buried secrets. Three bells hang from the stone protrusion that runs along this wall. Years of dust and grime coat the metal. There is one large bell at the center, flanked by two small. The bells appear to be fully intact. They are made of a thick iron.
Ring the right, smaller bell.
The bell sounds a strange, warbling peal that grows to a painful shrillness before it diminishes to a mournful The bell tolls a high, piercing note of startling. You heave at the bell, and as it swings back in the other direction, the clapper strikes a low, powerful note against the heavy iron. You reach out to hold the clapper.
Ring the right, small. Ring the right, small.
The bell sounds. The bell tolls a high. The peculiar There's a quiet.
Continue.
As the tolling
Continue.
Quick and quiet. Nothing will slip past me.
Greetings.
Warden nods at you in greeting, cradling.
Night.
Ah, that door, I swear you used to be able to feel those bells above ground. Feel it through the dirt.
He shakes his head.
I know you have to ring them in order, and that's all. One of their rituals.
Warden.
This temple used to be closed up. I used to climb on the big stones.
You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused.
We're humble folk, but we're no fools. Not like he thinks, mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take to that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Edirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
The 3 drunks scowl at you.
And why's that?
They look at each other. One of the men gives the other 2 a warning shake of his head. As the 3 stumble away, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation. Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood. and you note the...
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusser, at your... I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire. And how exactly did you come to be here? In Gwithan Ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not.
Aloth goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clip.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments. An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
And you?
Indeed. In that case, welcome to Gilded Vale, a true refuge from civilization. I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Ah. That.
He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves.
As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent does...
For just a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lip.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, as should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine. Excellent.
Ready when you are.
The floorboards are steep. Some kind of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. It smells burnt. As you
Good day to you. Oh. Please, sit where you like.
You won't.
HM? Oh. Well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do. How do you do? Hello. Please, sit where you like.
Could I?
Aloth opens his mouth.
Of course.
I shall be discreet.
Spoons hang by the fire, coated in brownish gunk.
And who are you then? Our great lord had my blazes.
Oline says Redrick S. paying good wages for new hands.
I'll have this open in no time.
Nope.
Good for them.
These bones are This hound stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to. The dog's tail thumps happily again.
You want to get your tits lopped off defending some Lord's Keep, you go right on ahead. Please, leave me be. I am full to sickness with what I have seen of this place and its people.
Let's see what's in here.
Hey! Get out of there. You think we ought to get ourselves read?
Best hum reputations.
Literate, you mean?
Nice and quiet. I'll have this open in no time. Let's see what's in here.
I am from Riadsuras, true, but if I followed the
Nice and
scattered god
quiet.
yet, would I not have remained there? With my family? Gods, to think I came all this way.
And guest.
Hey! Get out of there.
Just say the
lock
word.
mage tip.
Ready when you are.
And then I told her that's not the pistol. Ha! This ale taste funny to you?
A Derwoodan woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.